Hey everybody, so I am going to be telling a story here. I'm going to be making a very angry, angry post in regards to the Lyft ride transportation company. So I advise everyone to listen here. So a majority of you know that I am a vulnerable, disabled adult who is autistic, hearing impaired, and suffers from anxiety. So for a long while now, I have been using this program called the Connectability program, to get to and from work. This program used a partnership with Lyft that the state of Minnesota is in contract with, which was a good program until now. So Lyft decided to deactivate my account as they claimed that I was in violation of the terms of service after giving a bad review on a driver. So, starting on November 4th, I was able to get to work, but I couldn't get home after that. So, I had to pay out of pocket to get home, and the next day I found that I still couldn't use the app at all. I'm not sure why. I wasn't sure why. So, for almost a whole week, I've been going back and forth on Twitter, or X as they call it now. I spent like about a week, 7 days at least, to trying to get answers as to why I couldn't use the Lyft app. They finally replied back, Lyft, on November 11th, to tell me they were investigating a ride that I reported. And when I asked for one, they answered back, and I actually knew exactly what they were talking about. A while ago, at least maybe a month ago or so, I had a driver, a majority of the drivers I get from Lyft are just terrible, just awful to use. So I had a driver, that was getting off the wrong exit one too soon, on the highway, and decided to stop in the middle of the off-ramp and drive backwards to go back on the highway. Now, thank God there was no one behind us, otherwise there would have been a major issue. But then he continued forward to go towards the correct exit. And because of it, I reported that driver. And on the same day, on the 11th, they concluded the investigation and said that they would send me an email, which they did. And this is the email that I got. Hey, this is Rick from Lyft Safety Team. You can see what they wrote there. They said that they were investigating a potential violation of the terms of service in regards to me and my account. And because of this, my account has been deactivated and the decision is final, and that I can't change their mind. And what really makes me angry is that Lyft would rather protect their terrible drivers than protect the customers that are using their service. Because of their decision to deactivate my account and ban me from using them again in the future, I have been forced to pay out of pocket to get to and from work with Uber until a new ride situation is in place for me. And it was because of them, because of Lyft, I lost a really, really good transportation system, and unfortunately I can never rely on them again. It seems like maybe they want out of the contract that they have with the state of Minnesota. I don't know at this point, but unfortunately Lyft has no real customer service, no phone number, no official email. The only way to get through to them is through Twitter or X. I mean, you should see all the incredible posts that I see in regards to Lyft, people complaining about the drivers they had or the rides they had to try to get in touch with Lyft. And the responses I see are just the posts that I see are just incredible, and all the responses back from Lyft on the public feed are almost identical. It's like automatic. So whether the decision to deactivate me was done by an AI or a real person, I don't know, but I know that they had no right to do so. They're contracted under the state of Minnesota to drive those with disabilities around, and they just so happen to deactivate the account of one of those disabled beings, me, so I feel discriminated against. And unfortunately, from personal experience, I advise everyone not to use Lyft anyways. They have no real customer service, and a majority of their drivers are horrific. I have had drivers that can't even drive, watch videos while driving, have personal phone calls on speaker with me in the car, video chat, and I've had drivers drop me off at the wrong places and leave me there. For a ride service, Lyft is a poor one, and I can't believe that this is still an active company, and there shouldn't even be an established company to drive people around, and they clearly like to take advantage of their customers. And so I just want to let everyone know that when what happens when you use Lyft, it's not a reliable service, and they will do nothing but let you down. They chose to deactivate me and stop me from using their services again, just because. They would rather side with their terrible drivers and not help their customers at all, and I think it's a complete joke. No customer should have to feel this way when using a service, and as a person with disability that has used this service through the state of Minnesota, I am very disappointed in the results. So I'm hoping that this video gets some attention. I have reached out to many corporations here locally. I've also reached out to my local congressmen and politicians, Governor Tim Walz, Amy Klobuchar, Dean Phillips, Tina Smith. Hopefully someone can get back to me on this, because this was completely unfair, and Lyft completely took advantage of a disabled adult, just for their own gain. I really don't know what else to say about it at this point. So, I'm hoping this message gets out there for everyone, and hopefully this can gain some awareness. Thank you.